This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. Sports car companies have never had it better. Ferrari just put in a really good quarter. It sold 3,567 cars, up 9.7% compared to the first quarter of last year. Revenue came in at 1.4 billion euros, up 21%. Its EBIT earnings hit 385 million euros, up 25%, and its net profit came to 297 million, up 24%. That means it hit a 20% net profit margin. Business is so good at Ferrari that its order books are completely full until 2025. Porsche also reported its first quarter earnings today, and it grew even faster. It sold 80,767 vehicles, up a solid 18%. It brought in 10 billion euros in revenue, up 25%. It posted an EBIT of 1.9 billion, up 31%, and a net profit of 1.4 billion, up an impressive 39%. That gave it a net profit margin of almost 14%. Ford CEO Jim Farley said the market for electric two-row crossovers is getting completely saturated, so it's got its sights set on three-row crossovers. Specifically, he said that Ford wants to get into markets that it knows really well, like three-row utilities, and he thinks a vehicle like this could attract new customers. We wouldn't be surprised if the new three-row SUV is based on the new platform that Ford is developing for the next generation F-150 Lightning. And according to Auto Forecast Solutions, production of that truck is supposed to start late in 2025. Despite all of its efforts to boost sales by cutting prices, Tesla saw its sales in China fall nearly 15% last month compared to March. It delivered 75,842 made-in-China Model 3s and Ys in April, compared to 89,000 in March. That might prompt the company to cut prices of those models again or try to export more. For example, last week, Tesla announced it will start exporting Chinese-made Model Ys to Canada. Meanwhile, it did raise prices of the Model S and X in China by another $2,700. Building up the fast charging network is critical to help the growth of electric vehicles, especially in urban areas. And now automakers are developing solutions to put them there. Last month, Hyundai partnered with a startup called It's Electric to test curbside charging in New York City. And now Volkswagen and Shell have installed a new flexible EV charging spot at a Shell station in Germany. It was developed by VW's charging brand Elli, and it features a unique battery storage system that allows it to connect to a low voltage grid without the need of a special transformer. This allows for faster, easier installation, and it means you can put it just about anywhere. The stations are capable of putting out 150 kilowatts, which can provide up to 160 kilometers or about 100 miles of range in 10 minutes. VW and Shell plan to install more of these chargers throughout Germany and Europe in the future.
At Schaeffler, we pioneer motion. Electrifying mobility, manufacturing smarter, reducing CO2 emissions, making energy production clean. Schaeffler pioneers motion to advance how the world moves.
Automakers are still dealing with the effects of defective Takata airbags. Now BMW is telling nearly 90,000 owners in North America to not drive their vehicles. It involves 3 Series built from 2000 until 2006, 5 Series from 2000 to 2003, and X5s from 2000 until 2004. BMW says because of their age, those vehicles are at greater risk to cause injuries, and owners should consider them not safe to drive. It has been reaching out to customers since 2016 to get their vehicles fixed, and it will send out notices to affected owners this month with a follow-up in June. Customers can have their airbags fixed at the dealer or remotely at no cost, and the repair takes less than an hour. In March, the electric version of the London Black Cab overtook the diesel version as the most common in operation. And now the London Electric Vehicle Company, or LEVC, which makes the electric black cab called the TX, has revealed an all-new open-source dedicated EV architecture. Called the Space-Oriented Architecture, it was co-developed with parent company Geely and will not only support black cabs, but other types of people movers and commercial vehicles as well, including trucks, vans, and buses. They'll come in front, rear, and all-wheel drive. Battery sizes will range from 73 to 120 kilowatt hours and provide up to 695 kilometers or 431 miles of range. The connected electronic architecture will support level 2 to level 4 autonomous driving, over-the-air updates, and a ton of infotainment possibilities for passengers. The press release says the platform will be available to others outside of LEVC and the Geely Group, but it gives no indication of where or when it will be built. Buick might have killed off its sedan lineup in the US, but it just introduced a new Lacrosse for China. Front and rear end styling is clearly inspired by the Wildcat and Electra X concepts, but to us the side body surfacing looks similar to the old Lacrosse. Buick didn't give any indication of powertrain, but we'd be shocked if it was anything but ICE based. The interior is a nice evolution and looks inviting, and its large screen is something that you're going to see on all new Buicks. It's a 30-inch 6K curved screen that runs off of Qualcomm technology. The new Lacrosse should go on sale soon in China. Bridgestone, which is one of our sponsors, launched a new semi-slick race tire that's homologated for public roads and optimized for the racetrack. According to tests done by independent company TUVSUD, the Potenza race tire delivers the fastest lap time and the shortest braking distance on dry pavement compared to its competitors. It's available in 13 sizes between 17 and 20 inches, but what's most intriguing to us is that Bridgestone was able to cut the development time with virtual tests while being more sustainable. It reduced real-world testing by nearly 6,000 miles while reducing raw material use by 33%. That's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for watching and have a great Cinco de Mayo.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Intrepid Control Systems, over-the-air engineering, boost your game. And by Scheffler, we pioneer motion. We want to know what drives your testing. OTA, connected car, diagnostics, remote testing. Intrepid Control Systems is here to help you work from anywhere. Intrepid Control Systems, driven by your data. Wards is the industry leader for news, data, and analysis. That's why companies across the globe subscribe to our premium service, maybe even your own. Log in for subscriber access now. Check your company's intranet for details, and rely on wardsauto.com to keep you informed.